So we're in a small town called Mayers, something like that, M-A-U-R-E-S, something like that. And we're sitting, it's 1:45, no it's not, it's 2:45, and we're sitting in a bar, coffee house, having a cup of Americano Noir. Catherine's having a...
Catherine's trying to download a book about the Cathars.
Catherine's trying to download a book about the Cathars. And she's having a cup of tea with lemon. And we just had a bit of a tight moment with Zoe. So we're actually heading up towards to see the ruin of a chateau, which is an Cathar chateau. We're about 30 miles inland from the coast, Perpignan on the coast. We're staying near Perpignan. Beautiful, rugged mountains. Quite cold, got much colder as we came into the mountain zone. We're very soon going to be off and looking for the chateau, the Cathars chateau. So we're now at the Chateau de Queribus after a climb of what felt like miles, really steep miles and miles, and the miles just dropped off the total in the battery. They're just like we were shedding leaves. But of course, you know, what goes up must come down, and will be really interesting to see how much we regenerate. The views up here are absolutely stunning.
And just to prove that you can take electric cars to some really quite remote places.
We're umming and ahhing because from here we have to pay €7 each to actually go up to the chateau itself. We can't not go. We cannot come all this way, go through all the angst with the charging points and not actually go up there.
Oh, all right then.
Come on, let's go. Let's go and pay our money. We've got some money. We've paid our money and we're heading up the mountain path to the chateau. The little kiosk where we bought our tickets, our entry tickets. She said, in French obviously, luckily Catherine understands French, she said, be very careful of the wind at the top. I can see for miles and miles snow-capped peaks. That's going inland, and I suspect going outland I can see the sea. No, can't quite see the sea. It's a stunner. When she said be careful of the wind, she meant be careful of the wind. I'm not even at the top yet, I'm just at the little entrance gate. Clinging on. I'm really clinging on. I came up ahead of Catherine. I think she's got blown off already. Oh, and it's a cold wind too. It's got that snow chill. But it's a beautiful dry kind of snow chill to the wind. But wow. The wind's coming up from, I think, from the coast. I can see a snow cloud drifting down, but I think it's getting blown away, and I think what's happening is the clouds are getting blown away and we're having sunshine. We're in sunshine at the moment. Anyway, up, onward and upward. Hold on tightward.
So now that I've recovered and back down on terra firma, I obviously don't have much of a head for heights. To be fair, it's incredibly high up, you know, perched on this tip of a rock, and it was very, very windy up there. Feeling a bit more with solid feet under my ground. Although the building, the chateau up there, feels pretty solid. I mean, how they managed to build these things all those centuries ago, I do not know. Let me see if I can tell you a little bit about Chateau de Queribus. It was the last stronghold of the Cathars. So they held out even beyond the siege of Montségur, which is the kind of famous one that's been written about and talked about a lot. But as far as I can tell from some of the reading that I've done, it looks as if possibly the Cathars that were held up here managed to get away before the troops arrived. I think I'm right in saying that those troops were basically kind of like the northern lords of what was then France, which didn't really include this area, and the King of France and the Vatican and the Pope. So this was really very much a question of territorial gain as much as anything, kind of strategic alliance, if you like. The kind of the French nobility of the north had their eye on this area, and so it was quite a handy allegiance, given that the Vatican was hell bent on wiping out the Cathars. Anyway, absolutely fascinating part of France and fascinating countryside, extraordinary place, extraordinary history. Do join us for episode 2 when we will be going to Rennes-le-Château. Bye for now. Thanks for being with us.